This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a, what is today? Terrific Tuesday. Y'all, oh my goodness. Having that MLK Day off yesterday throws me off on weeks like this. So it is Tuesday. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let everyone know we are live for a little short time. I'm waiting on lunch, and I said, well, while I'm en route to my next destination, I'll go live for a little bit, see what everyone is up to. It's been quite a busy morning for me, especially after a holiday. Okay. Hi, Miss Elaine. Welcome. Thank you for tapping in this morning and for being first in the building. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Y'all, especially after a holiday and then getting back into the groove of things. Hey, sexy mama Libra, Capricorn, Miss Mabel, Angela, Jane Doe, good morning, welcome. Hi, K Brown, good morning. Yes, y'all, I just hopping on for a little bit in between my destinations. Hey, Katina, good morning, sis. Ray from Pete. Hey, good morning. Yes, y'all. So it's so hard after a holiday to get back into the groove of things, especially like when you have kids and so forth, trying to get them ready. And then I went right back into my contract work. So making sure I get copies and things. So it just kind of throws you off. So I said, well, let me hop on for a little bit. I'll probably come back live later on this evening. Hey, Queen Shailene, welcome. But for now, I was like on my way to my next destination. I'll hop on while I'm waiting for lunch. But I hope everyone's been doing great. This morning, I just had to, and I posted it on my community wall. But thanks to those of you who have been so supportive, I did not realize because there's a different little tab that you have to press for mentions, right? So I was just going through my notifications and I noticed that so many people, and some I don't even know, had been sharing my content. And I didn't want them to think that I was ignoring them or it wasn't seen. I just noticed, I think someone like 4 days ago that I have never seen before. And she had shouted me out and said, shout out to this great content creator and shared my video. Shout out to Terry Dow. Almost every live that I've done, y'all, Terry Dow makes sure that even if he's not in here every live, he will even go back. He shares the replays. And I really, really appreciate that. Like, it really means a lot. Creisha, I saw her share some things. And so, shout out to these fellow content creators and to everyone, that has been so, so supportive in whatever I cover. Because, y'all, just know, I'm covering a variety of topics, especially in between court dates. Okay, so we're not getting bored and just on repeat. Now there are some things that we're gonna tap into justice for Romika, some other topics and glean from some things that we've already discussed, okay, and where we're headed and so forth. And like I was sharing with them yesterday, also justice for Tyrone, justice for Dro. That is a new case, y'all, that has now sparked a lot of interest, and not just interest, but in seeing what happened to that young man. I have some theories of something that possibly could have happened. I haven't heard anyone say this yet, but I definitely have some thoughts on something that may have transpired. I want to go a little deeper into that. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. However, one of the people that they should be investigating, I don't think they're investigating that person yet. Okay? Because, child, look, these people, this is why I'm not understanding these people that are at these scenes. Hey, Krisha, I was just mentioning you. Thank you, sis, so much for sharing my content. I had just seen this morning on some mentions where it shows who has shared a video and so forth. And shout out to you. I really, really appreciate that. Hey, Jacqueline. Good morning, sis. Like at some of these scenes, y'all. as we saw with even Romika scene, okay, now Tyrone scene, why is it that a lot of these people that are there or that should be parties of interest, okay, especially if you are in a relationship with the person, okay, they should be investigated, okay, first. Because some of these stories, as we've seen, it stuff starts coming out later on. But if we had gotten it right at the crime scene, okay, then we wouldn't have to keep backtracking. I mean, we think about it. At the time, we were saying Carlos and Holly should have both been arrested during that crime scene with so much blood on their hands. Oh yes, and y'all, shout out. Hey, Vanessa Dish Detroit is in the building. Good evening or good morning, y'all. What time is it? Morning in some places is afternoon. Okay, morning, afternoon, y'all. Shout out to Queen. She has a new channel, Queen of Truth. I think that's the new name for Queen Steps channel. I think it's called Queen of Truth. She shared a short this morning, y'all, with a different angle of when Holly got arrested, and it's an angle from, baby, like I told y'all, I don't know where all these different videos were coming from, but it's an angle that we can't see, okay, from the other viral video. But this is when the cops, because remember, we could see when the witness, the black lady, the witness had finally got the black officer's attention, and she walked over to arrest Holly, and the other officer, the Hispanic guy, was standing there. Carlos kind of went over there. Well, there is another angle. Okay, thank you, Krisha. It's Queen of Truth. There is another angle from almost like south of where the cars are, from that angle where you could see them turn Holly around. You could see her stomach sit, like somebody said it looked like it was something that stomach even then. Was she pregnant? I don't know. Okay, but you could see like her getting the handcuffs on her, and Carlos is standing there right in front of her. I don't know if they were saying anything. They probably weren't because those cops were right there. And then he just kind of turned around and went back over to where Romika was. I was like, what was this about? Yeah, I had never seen that angle before. Missy Lane said, remember I said this, the killer was on the trip with them. Tyrone just didn't know it. Ooh, Missy Lane, that gave me some goosebumps. It was, it's, y'all, somebody else is most likely involved, but also something went on in that car. Okay? Krisha said, yes, I seen it. She still had no emotion being put in cuffs. Psycho. Yes, she had no emotions. Hey, T. Smith, good morning. Welcome, sis. Okay, she had no emotion, y'all, even when she was getting handcuffed. And he was just, I don't know, it was just a weird exchange. I don't know, but both of them should have been getting handcuffs on in this situation with Tyrone. The girlfriend, it was, lady, you going down. Okay, we taking you down to the police station because something's not right. Okay, hi Jackie, good morning. Something's not quite right. You left this man here. Okay, and then you have three different stories. Okay, conflicting stories that she had told the family. Same thing, same situation. Okay, conflicting stories you telling the family. Now you leaving him, and then you coming back. See, she circled back to the crime scene. She wanted to know how much they knew. Okay, so both of y'all, okay, whoever is there, that is you knew this person, no, you going down to the police station. This may not be a formal, like, we reading you your rights because you're charged. However, some of these people have not even been taken in for questioning, and then you get to situations months later, then you're still trying to find evidence. Well, if there was some evidence, you probably got rid of it. Hey, dreaming girl, good morning. If it was a gun up inside of that vehicle, okay, and now she's had time to get away, that gun is probably not in there. Because y'all, I'm going to be honest, okay? I'm going to be honest. For that young man to jump out of a vehicle that was going, okay, you can't make me believe it was just a knock upside his head. There was some type of threat, in my opinion, baby, if you don't get out of this car, you know what I'm saying? And then tumble out of the, y'all can't maybe believe that he just said, I'm about to jump out this car. No, no. And then I want to go through the video, like with his friend talking up on his behalf. The family has been talking. Then you have the witnesses that, well, the people who pulled over, I should say, that helped him, Tyrone, before he went to the hospital. But it's so many moving pieces, even in that case. Just when something doesn't feel right or sit right, y'all, it's something else at play. And now that's not for every death. That's not for every time somebody ends up unalive. It is what it is. We know who did it, blah blah blah. But certain cases, you can tell when something is off. Okay. Hey Stephanie, good afternoon. Thank you for tapping in. You can tell when something is off. And so, even from experience of what we've seen. Uh oh. Oh Lord, was I covering? I'm just up here talking, y'all. I gotta watch it with this phone because the mic is below. Oh Lord, I just been up here talking. Hey Becca, and had the microphone coming. Y'all didn't tell me. Thank you, Purple Butterfly. Okay, as I was saying, okay, thank you. I'm just up here running my mouth. Last time everybody told me. And so, as I was saying, like when things go awry at these crime scenes, everybody that was there or a vested interested party, okay, if you were with this person before they jumped out of a vehicle and then you came back to the scene of the crime, I'm taking you down. Okay? I'm taking you down. Missy Lane said, I got a call from a new detective about opening my 17-year-old sister case back up. Oh, wow. Please pray for me and my family. This happened in 1991. Really? Oh, my God. Well, we are praying for favor for that situation and that they get to the bottom of that, too. Okay, thanks, Dreamy Girl, because, girl, I listened to that video that day when I was, I had it covered up. I said, oh, yeah, you can't hardly hear when it's like that. Okay, yes, so, same situation, y'all. People all at the crime scene. You got blood on your hands. Now, this blunt force, that should have also alerted the cops that this, hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay, thank y'all. That should have alerted the cops that they need to further look into that. Hey, Jay Thomas, just like at the crime scene, if you have multiple people with blood on both of their hands, we wouldn't be where we are today with the Ramika's case. Okay, both of them would have been taken in. Okay, not just one party, but both. And with this particular case, I feel like Lulu should have been taken in for some questioning as well. It being she was with him. I don't care if you had left him there on the side of the road and went to the store, to Walmart, to wherever. Child, you going down. We need to know what happened. You going to the station and talk to us. Okay? What was this blunt force trauma that this young man had on the back of his head? And why in the world would he get out of a moving vehicle and you didn't pull over or something to see if the man was okay? Like, something's off with all of this. I'm sorry. It's just not, it's not good. Okay? Her name is Felice, and she was an 8-month-old. Oh, she was 8 months pregnant. Okay, gotcha. Baby, I had to look at that again. I was like, what? Her boyfriend called her to meet him, and she never returned? Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. I am so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I hope they get to the bottom of that. I really do. And hold on, y'all, 1 second. You never know what comes up, even if it's a cold case. There have been cold cases that they have solved in the past too. So yes, I'm hoping that they get to the bottom of that one too. Wow. Yeah, y'all. So we're going to continue to talk about that. Continue to seek justice for Romika. We know that the next court date is February the 3rd. That's coming up. So I wanted to revisit some things that we had discussed prior to her even being arrested. Like now, looking at some things in hindsight, y'all, it really opens up a clear understanding of some things that we were thinking in the beginning, okay, that are now, they make more sense now. And so I was going to also do that with a couple of videos as well. So be patient with me, y'all. It's a lot that I'm working on now. So that's why I'm still trying to keep y'all in the know, and in my business life, making sure I have a great year, because this is an important contract, y'all. Trying to open up some doors for some other opportunities. So I'm trying to do my all, give it my all, and do my best. So that's why I was like, look, priorities shift, okay? But at the same time, we on assignment, okay? Hey, Shelly. Hey, sis. Shailene said February 3rd taking too long, right? Okay, it is. But really, it's not, y'all. We, look, after next, that's the week after next week. Okay, next week is the end of January. Now, January usually seems like a long month for some reason. Ooh, I don't know. January seems like a very long month. But that's really the week after next week. Jesse said, I'm eating chicken nuggets. Okay, Jesse. Okay, eat those chicken nuggets. Okay. I'm telling you, it went fast. Yes. So February 3rd, that's the next date. Now, after that, y'all, I want to know, like, what is coming up? Okay, how are we spacing this thing out? Okay, because I think Cold Piece, shout out to Cold Piece, she shared a case management document, and I said, wait a second, 2027, trying to look at discovery, child, I hope that's a lie. Baby, that's a whole other year, and I know I didn't see a 2028 somewhere on there, baby, and she got to stay in jail all of that time, too, until they get all of this together and the trial and so forth. She has to stay there. So I don't know. We're going to see on this next date. I think they said it's a status hearing on February 3rd. So that's coming up soon. That's the week after next week. Shout out to Shelly for the Sunday. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. I appreciate it. But yes, y'all, I was just kind of checking in, see what y'all were up to. Thank you, sis. I love you. Thank you so much. And kind of give y'all a brief update on where we're headed. So I probably will come back live later on this evening. Let's see here. Okay, it's Jacqueline. Come on a little later. So make sure y'all have y'all's notifications set for this evening sometime, because I have meetings. I would do like a little midday, but I have a meeting coming up at 1 and 2:30. So I say, oh boy, so I'll do it this evening. But thank y'all so much for tapping in today. Make sure y'all hit that like button. It is for free. Also, shout out to my sis Shelly Shells for the different gifts today and for being a sponsor for today's live. Okay, Jesse. We appreciate you for tapping in too. And like I said earlier in the live, shout out and thanks to all of my supporters. It really means a lot. Just know it does not go unnoticed. Whether you're in my live, in someone else's live when I'm in the bushes and you got my back, however you support, thank you, thank you, thank you. It really, really means a lot to me. And I pray that God blesses each and every one of you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button. Also subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.